We would like to present it first to Mr. Hiren Ved, the Director and CIO at Alchemy Capital Management, over 3 decades in Indian equities, a disciplined bottom-up investor whose fundamental research approach has created sustainable wealth through every kind of market cycle.
We welcome the sharpest mind in fundamental research, Mr. Hiren Ved. As the whole-time director and CIO at Alchemy Capital Management, Hiren has spent over 3 decades mastering the bottom-up approach. While others look at the macro, Hiren looks at the soul of the company. His ability to identify multi-baggers before they become household names has made him a titan in asset management, overseeing hundreds of millions of dollars with a focus on sustainable long-term growth.
All right, so please put your hands together for Mr. Hiren Ved. I'd also like to invite Mr. Bipin Dugam, who's the best person to give away this award and honor Mr. Ved, also an investor in Gift City Funds with Alchemy Capital, to present this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you, Vikas, and congratulations on setting up ALTPORT. When Nikhil from my office told me that, sir, you have to come here because you're getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, I quickly checked my email to figure out if I was fired. Because at least in Bollywood, you get a Lifetime Achievement Award when tumhari nahi chalti hai kuch, right? But no, thanks a lot. I think I'm one of those fossil fuel types who've been around for 25, 30 years in the industry. I also told Nikhil, jara mera, jab main young tha, tabhi ka photo bhejna, at least I'll be able to keep my job. But it's been a great journey, and it still feels that I'm starting out. I didn't know myself until I heard Vikas saying that there are 1,250 PMSs. So I think more than me now, we need firms like Vikas to figure out ki kisme paisa dalna, right? But I think we've had several firsts to our credit. I think on 8th May this year, one of our first PMS schemes will complete 24 years of track record. I don't think there are too many PMSs who can claim to be around for 24 years. And hopefully, if we stretch it by another year, we will complete a quarter century of track record, right? We were also one of the very few firms who started a very bespoke, non-model portfolio, select stock, which has also completed 17 years of track record, right? So we buy only 10 to 12 stocks, very high conviction stocks there. But I will wait to see if I screen into his framework of consistency and
You're already
longevity.
There,
but thank you. Thanks once again, and thanks all of you. Thanks for this honor.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And we thought we would like to invite Mr. Bipin Dugam, because he's already invested in this fund and creating alpha. So we thought it will be a great opportunity that you get this Lifetime Achievement Award from your client and your wealth manager, sir. What could be better than that? So may I request? So can we have a big round of applause, sir? We have a lot of respect for Hiren Vedji, his passion. And I have one question for him. So first of all, congratulations, sir. You truly deserve this. And having worked so closely in your initial stage of your career with Rakesh Bhaiya ji, if you could just share your experience, because he's no more with us. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I think, he was the true bull on the Indian economy and on the Indian markets. He was a true visionary. We were his first private equity investment, so to speak, right? We were kids when we first met him in 96, 97. And we didn't have any platform. We had nothing. We were just doing freelance research. And he was a client at that time. And he encouraged us to set up the firm and the company, and he agreed to become one of the co-founders and partners. So all I can say is that what a fantastic start we had, that we had somebody like him and his stature who was a co-founder. I mean, he's still a co-founder. He's no more there, but I think we've learned tremendously from him. I think when he decided to become a partner, he himself said why he decided to become a partner with Alchemy. Obviously, he had a very long-term and bullish view on India's capital markets, and he thought that anybody who runs a business in capital markets has to grow in India. It was almost like a no-brainer for him. But I think he said that the reason, beyond that, the reason why I'm agreeing to becoming a partner is that you guys think independently and you guys are honest in your dealings. I think that apart from performance, which is obviously very, very important, I think the reason why clients trust us with our money is beyond performance. They can go to sleep at night. They don't have to check their Dow Jones kitna upar hai, niche hai. And more importantly, they can leave crores and crores of their wealth, hard-earned wealth, with people like us. And if we do our job well as fiduciaries of their wealth, I think there is no better service than that. So I think that we all miss him. I think all of India misses him, because during trying times in the market, he was one voice which kind of gave confidence to people at large. And people miss that voice today because they don't know what happens when Trump announces tariffs, markets fall. There is no single authoritative voice which can stand up and say, कुछ नहीं, बीवी का भांगड़ बेच के शेयर ले लो. We miss that. But thank you again.
Mr. Ramdev Agarwal, the chairman and co-founder of Motilal Oswal Financial Services. He pioneered the QGLP framework. He gave us buy right, sit tight. His annual wealth creation study is a Bible for a generation of investors. He isn't just somebody who's built a firm. He helped build an equity culture in India. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ramdev Agarwal. And on his behalf, we would request Mr. Akhil to come on stage and accept his award and share his insights and wisdom with all of us here.
So unfortunately, Mr. Ramdev Agarwal couldn't make it because he had some other commitments. But we are lucky to have Mr. Akhil Chaturvedi. So maybe, Akhilji, we are honored to have you here. And if you could share a valuable wisdom about Ramdev Agarwalji, anything that you wish to share for the Lifetime Achievement Award.
So thank you, Vikas, for honoring my boss, Ramdev Agarwal. Now, I've been working with him for last 13 years, and overall, I've spent 26 years in this industry, but largely I've understood what equities is all about after I joined Motilal Oswal in 2013. Typically what I learned from Ramdevji was that you always need to, if you want to be successful, you always need to have a icon or a role model. And I think 3 decades back, he made Warren Buffett as his role model, as an inspiration. And we all at Motilal Oswal have made Ramdev Agarwal as our role model and icon. I think the one single learning we should all get from him is the power of compounding, which he talks about across platforms. And power of compounding plays out over time. Power of compounding is a long-term game, and the most important thing about compounding is time. In my interaction with investors, a lot of emphasis and focus is put on 1-year performance, 2-year performance, 3-year performance, and your investments and disinvestments from equity investments is largely function of the kind of returns you experience over the last 1, 2, or 3 odd years. But that's not the way compounding works. That's not the way you create wealth over long term. Equities will go through cycles of ups and downs. You have to remain invested for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, how much ever time you can invest. And then you will see that your crore rupees, how it compounds to 10 crores and then 100 crores and 1,000 crores. Some part of compounding I've learned, but he does it very, very intelligently. But if you just put 15% compounding, 5 years your money doubles. In 10 years it goes up 4 times. In 15 years it goes up 16, then 32. So typically in 30 years you can actually make 1,000 times, right? So put money for long term. Don't get carried away with the short-term distraction. I think it's a perfect time because last 1 year has not been good. It's not been kind. People are not happy. Already we are seeing that the flows are coming down. A lot of people are taking their money out, and that's where you stop your your compounding machine. So that's what I learned from him. That's what I changed. Allocate properly, allocate for long term, and enjoy power of compounding. He started, I mean, all of you can Google about him. And he has this famous video where he talks about, how he made, 1,000 crores, and now, of course, it runs into several thousands of crores. So his journey started early 80s with 12 lakh rupee of capital, and that 12 lakh rupees simply has compounded with incremental money which he kept investing for 40 odd years. Today would be some 4,000-5,000 odd crore rupees. He's just been in markets. He's just been invested, right? He's withdrawn when he needed money, but largely is just been invested. So that's one, because there are a lot of investors out here. When we understand all the behavior which goes through, this is what one learning which I have got, and probably I would like to share with all of you. Once again, thank you for the recognition. Sorry I couldn't bring him along, but thank you on his behalf.
Thank you, Akhil. Thank you. I think we both were lucky to have Ramdev ji as our mentor. So I had an opportunity to work for Akhil, and in turn Akhil worked for Ramdev. So we worked together for almost 10 years. So once again, thank you so much.
So a little bit about Vikas. I thought I'll speak in the panel. I'll take a minute, but Vikas is, I think, always been an entrepreneur, and I've been lucky to work with him for almost 15 years, 16 years now, since 2007 or 8. When we joined this startup firm, Japanese firm called Daiwa, it didn't fly off. We had to shut that firm. And then we both got together in Motilal Oswal. But whilst he was working and we used to interact, he used to always keep saying that we need to do something of our own. We need to have some good enterprise. So while I continued on my professional life, he took the plunge right in midst of COVID 2020, right? And I was very worried for him. But he took that plunge. And in 5 years, I think what he has created, I'm sure it's all early days for him, but what he has created with unique positioning, I like the name ALTPORT, alternate portfolios. You have a lot of mutual fund distributors, but you have very few aggregators on the alternate side. So creating this platform where you can participate in alternate to mutual fund products across asset classes. So he identified the niche, and then he worked on it. He did a lot of educational programs through digital channels. This is also one such initiative. And must congratulate him for his enterprising spirit and drive and all
Thank
of
you,
these
Akhil.
things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you play?
Yes, we have
play
a
the
AV prepared. Let's take a quick look at that.
Today, we are not just hosting a panel, we are hosting a masterclass. We have with us 5 architects of the Indian equity market. Men who didn't just witness India's financial evolution, they led it. We begin with a man whose name is synonymous with the Indian buy and hold story, Mr. Ramdev Agarwal. Rising from a middle-class Marwari family near Raipur to the height of Dalal Street, Ramdevji co-founded Motilal Oswal Financial Services in 1987. But his true legacy is his QGLP framework: quality, growth, longevity, and price. He taught an entire generation of Indians that wealth isn't made in the trade, it's made in the wait. As the author of The Art of Wealth Creation, he remains the ultimate practitioner of buy right, sit tight.
Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Ramdev Agarwal? Jigish bhai, please come on the stage. Life is a full circle, and we are honored to have this. We are giving it to Akhil ji. Yeah.
I would now like to talk about our third awardee, Mr. Sunil Singhania. And before we give an intro, I'd like you all to see the small AV that we've created in his honor.
Mr. Sunil Singhania. The founder of Abacus Asset Manager, Sunil previously led the equity desk at Reliance Capital, managing some of the largest portfolios in the country. But his impact is global. As the first Indian to be elected to the CFA Institute's Global Board of Governors, he has been a tireless advocate for ethics and professional standards. When Sunil speaks, the world listens, not just to the numbers, but to the integrity behind them.
All right. So, as we all know him, Mr. Sunil Singhania, former CIO who managed multi-billion-dollar equity assets and represented India on global advisory platforms. Today, as founder of Abacus Asset Manager, he continues to deliver long-term value with the same conviction he's brought to the markets for decades. Please put your hands together for Mr. Sunil Singhania, and I would like to invite on his behalf Mr. Vaibhav Chugh to accept the award and Mr. Vikas Agarwal to join us on stage to give away the award.
So, first of all, Vaibhav, congratulations. You've recently taken over as CEO at Abacus Capital, launching your mutual funds. Abacus Small Cap is something that is coming up now. So, but this is something beyond the product line. So, this is the Lifetime Achievement Award for Mr. Singhania. It's a small token of respect on behalf of entire ALTPORT team. So, I would request if you can share 2 or 3 learnings that you have, or 2 words or of wisdom that you'd like to share on behalf of Mr. Sunil. Over to you. Thank you.
First of all, thank you so much for such a great honor for Sunil, and on behalf of Sunil, thank you so much, Vikas and every team at ALTPORT, and congratulations for the great work which all of you are also doing. See, I mean, like the video also shows that Sunil is known for his investments and what he has done, but when you meet him in person, you know, the biggest value he gives is to relationship. तो मैं जब फर्स्ट टाइम उनको मिला था, he told me a very beautiful thing which I'll just share with everyone. So he said that I am known for compounding of returns, but my success is because of compounding of my relationships. And I think that was a big statement, that people who were with him 30 years back, they still continue to be part of his circle. And I think one of the biggest reasons why he has done well is the compounding of relationships. I think that was a very big statement even when we started mutual fund, because क्या mutual fund में alpha, beta, gamma ये सब का बात होता है, but ultimately we are in the business of trust, and we are in the business of fiduciary responsibility of managing money. If we can't manage our relationships and day-to-day activities properly, everything cannot follow. But everything will follow if we do everything, you know, in a very judicious manner, managing all relationships very diligently. And I think that makes our life very easy. In fact, Abacus का अगर आप tagline भी पढ़ोगे, that is believe in the basics. So not only in investments that you have to keep things simple, but even day-to-day operations. And you know, everyone, each one of us believes. सुनील तो बोलता ही है, बोला मैं 30 साल में पैसा इसलिए बनाया because मैं optimistic हूँ. There is no other reason. Everything else follows. But I think another thing which he also says is that, which I want to share with all of you, बोला life इतना simple है, we only complicate it. Let us try to work hard to keep things simple. And I think that is what Abacus stands for. That is what Sunil's journey stands for. And what I see, you are also you're on the same line. So many congratulations and wish you the best.
We are also joined by Mr. Vikas Sachdeva, the CEO of MK Investment Managers. Vikas is a leader who understands the entire ecosystem of finance, from sales and distribution to institutional investing. Known for his unwavering focus on corporate governance, Vikas has been instrumental in bringing sophisticated investment products to the Indian market. His leadership at MK is defined by a commitment to transparency and a deep understanding of the evolving Indian investor.
Please join us to felicitate Mr. Vikas Sachdev as well for our Lifetime Achievement Award. Take the center stage, please, so that we can all have a little photo op as well.
So I would request Saurav to give away a small token of respect on our behalf for his valuable contribution in alternate. So sir, over to you.
Please give a round of applause, everyone.
Because now if you could share your valuable wisdom with all of us. Yeah, in the sense that you really contributed well in alternate industry.
Unlike the panelists, I'm a little. I need to prepare a lot before I make a speech like this, but I'll keep it short. I have just some points I jotted down here. I got it. I got it.
Advice Vikas is looking for his notes. So 7-8 साल पहले की बात है, मुझे सेबी के काफ़ी दिग्गज कमेटी में इनविटेशन मिली. मेरे तो होश उड़ गए कि बॉस इतने बड़े लोगों के साथ मैं इतनी बड़ी कमेटी में, बहुत जिम्मेदारी वाली कमेटी थी. आई एम नॉट गोना नेम द कमेटी, बट तो 2017 की बात है. सो यू नो आई वाज जेन्युइनली नर्वस कि क्या बताऊं, क्या बोलूं. इतने बड़े बड़े लोग, सेबी का बोर्ड रूम जो है उसमें जाके ही बोलती बंद हो जाती है. सो आई रीच्ड आउट टू विकास बिकॉज ही हैड सैट ऑन दैट कमिटी फॉर मेनी ईयर्स. सो आई स्टिल रिमेंबर विकास मेट मी एट द ट्राइडेंट फॉर लंच. मुझे ठंडा किया, गाइडेंस दिया, कॉन्फिडेंस दिया कि मैं भी कुछ काम के आ सकता हूँ टू द रेगुलेटर. एंड ओवर द नेक्स्ट 4 years कर्टेसी योर गाइडेंस सर, सेबी की कमेटी में कुछ यूजफुल कर पाया. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much. I finally found my notes, and I'm mindful of the fact that I don't have too much of time. So, first of all, I'd like to. I feel like this is an Oscar award thing, but I'll just say, thanks to friends and family, and friends which have become family like Vikas Agarwal. I think लोग बोलते हैं कि फैमिली तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो है, लेकिन कुछ ऐसे दोस्त होते हैं और कुछ दोस्त फैमिली मेम्बर्स बन जाते हैं जिनकी वजह से आपको काफ़ी एनर्जी मिलती है लाइफ में करने की. सो आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल टू ALTPORT फॉर दिस. सेकेंड थिंग इज़, मैंने देखा लिस्ट ऑफ पीपल हु आर नॉमिनेटेड, एंड आई थिंक मुझे कुछ हद तक इम्पोस्टर सिंड्रोम हो रहा है. इम्पोस्टर सिंड्रोम ये होता है कि आपको लगता है कि आप यहाँ बिलोंग नहीं करते हैं. जब आप बात करें भरत शाह का, हिरेन वेद का, सुनील सिंघानिया का, रामदेव अग्रवाल जी का, और साथ में एक छोटा सा नाम मेरा आ जाता है, तो यू फील इट फील्स अ लिटिल सरियल. एंड आई थिंक इट इज़ sheer luck that I'm standing here and receiving this award on their behalf. अगर आज से आपने कई साल पहले गोरेगांव के एक लड़के को बोला होता कि 2026 फरवरी में आपको एक अवार्ड मिलने वाला और सौरभ मुखर्जी के साथ आप थोड़ा बात करेंगे, आपको अच्छी तारीफ करेंगे, तो मैं हंस दिया होता उसके ऊपर. मैं बोला क्या बात कर रहा है. But then India is a land in which dreams come true. So I'm extremely lucky to have been part of this industry and to grow up. And last but not the least, नाम लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड है, लेकिन आप लोगों को शायद पता होगा कि वॉरेन बफे का सबसे बड़ा वेल्थ क्रिएशन 60 साल के बाद हुआ था. मैं तो अभी तक 60 का भी नहीं हुआ. ओके, तो अभी पिक्चर बाकी है दोस्त, बट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस अवार्ड. थैंक यू.
सो विकास के बारे में शायद मैं जितना बोलूँ उतना कम है. पिछले 5 सालों से उनके साथ जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, और जब भी मैं किसी भी डिफ़िकल्टी में आता हूँ तो आई रीच आउट टू हिम एंड सीक हिज गाइडेंस. एंड मैं देखता हूँ इन्होंने पिछले 5 साल से जो कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है, जितने भी वेल्थ माइंड्स है उनको रीड किया है, वेरियस प्लेटफॉर्म पे इनवाइट किया है, सारे ऑल्टरनेट्स में इन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूट किया है. सो दैट वाज द रीज़न सर फॉर अस टू गिव यू दिस स्मॉल टोकन ऑफ रेस्पेक्ट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ आवर एंटायर इन्वेस्टर कम्युनिटी. थैंक यू.